This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
Let's say you have $35,000 and you don't want a BRZ or a GTI. Well, here are two heavily depreciated old school supercars, you might say, that you can get for $35,000. Dad, what are you driving?
I'm driving the 2007 Continental GTC, and that stands for convertible.
That's right. So that was an expensive car back in 2007. Do you remember what it would have cost?
This would have been $200,000 back in 2007, Tommy.
And I'm driving my 2007 Aston Martin V8 Vantage. This car was a little bit cheaper back in the day, 120 grand, but both of these cars we picked up for under $36,000. So that was $35,000. This one was $33,000. And the question is, if you want to go down this crazy route, which way should you do it?
Well, of course you get the Bentley because I've got a W12. Unless you have 6 liters of displacement, Tommy, you've got butkus.
You also have one of the most astonishing curb weights I've ever seen for a car. 5,500 pounds. That car weighs more than the Hellcat Durango Dodge we just took down this trip.
Actually, it's 5,600.
What's the horsepower?
550-ish plus 479 pound-foot of torque. So lots of displacement, lots of weight, but lots of power.
Now this V8 Vantage came from the factory with a 4.3 liter naturally aspirated V8. I'm way down on power, 380 horsepower, and I'm actually further down on torque at just 302 pound-feet. But this car weighs 2,000 pounds, a full Honda Acti, less than yours, and I've got a manual transmission, which makes it a little bit more fun.
Well, you know, this is the ultimate GT, right? Grand Touring car. And for Grand Touring cars, a lot of displacement and a lot of horsepower makes for, you know, a lot of speed going down a drag strip. So I'm not scared, Tommy.
All right, well, I am scared about those twin turbos at a mile above sea level, but before we hit the track, let's hear what these two sound like. So Dad, any sport modes in that thing to engage?
I do have a sport mode. I have an S in my shifter. I just put it in there. I'm not going to use my paddle shifters, Tommy. I'm just going to let the transmission do it the old-fashioned way, the automatic way.
My sport mode, as Case would say, is AC off. So sport mode engaged.
All right, let's do this.
All right, now these V8 Vantages with the early 4.3s are pretty hard to launch. And I bogged it.
Bye-bye.
Come on, V8!
I don't know what happened to Tommy, but he is way back there. Like way back there.
There's that incredible sound. 7,000 RPM V8, by the way. Oh, but that boat.
And that's 115 across the line.
That's one fast boat. Oh. Yeah, you beat me pretty handily there, Dad.
What happened, Tommy? Is it just the fact that you fell asleep? Because you just sat there.
No, it's the fact that I don't want to pay 10 grand for a clutch replacement. So these cars are a little fragile on the clutch side of things. So I was a little ginger on the launch, and I did run a pretty terrible time, a 15.1 in the quarter, but it sounded amazing. I'm too big of a wuss to dump the clutch on this car.
Well, you want to try a rolling race where you don't have to dump the clutch?
Yeah, that would be great. That's a really good test. Or we could also try after that. No, let's do a rolling race. I think that's going to be the way to even it out a little.
Yeah, I mean, you won't have to dump the clutch. So I did 13.63 at about 115 trap time.
That's really moving. I mean, considering we're almost at 6,000 feet above sea level, and that's God, it's going on a 20-year-old car now, 18 years old. That's a really impressive time out of that Bentley.
Yeah, there's just this wave of torque that propels you. It's pretty amazing, actually. The shifts are kind of slow, but in terms of just, you know, being pushed back in your seat, this car certainly has the torque and the horsepower to do it. I kind of feel like this was peak. I'm probably saying that wrong.
Yeah, Ferdinand Piëch was a madman when it came to how he engineered cars. Twin turbos, 12 cylinders, 6 liters, all-wheel drive, worth of 5,500 pounds in leather in a convertible is just insane. But it's very impressive that you did that. And I think if this wasn't my dream car, I would be much harder on the clutch and I could probably get that closer. But I have a good feeling about this roll race.
And after the roll race, Tommy, I have a surprise guest drag race that'll put kind of, 20 some years of development into perspective. Unfortunately for me, both of these cars don't qualify for a Grainger warranty, but if you're looking for peace of mind and you want a warranty that goes beyond the factory warranty, click on the link below, because Grainger provides extended warranties that they use factory mechanics or dealership mechanics and factory parts. So check them out by clicking on the link below. I am not only an influencer, but I am a customer as well.
Now, I do have a secret weapon in this roll race. This manual transmission means that I can really pick and choose my gears and have total control of this car. So we're gonna do a 30 mile an hour roll, but I'm actually gonna start in the top of first. It's like 4,000 RPM at 30, which will put me right in this power band, because this engine doesn't make anything down low, but it makes a ton up high. So I'm hoping that'll give me the win.
But look, Tommy, I'm wearing my old Williams Racing sweatshirt just to give me that edge that you don't have.
I love that Bentley a lot. I think it's really, really cool, and it's much more comfortable as a daily driver. But I like the look of the Aston more.
We have drag raced a lot of cars, and this is the most comfortable of them all by far.
All right, well, let's do this. I'm gonna get into first gear. I'll go 30, and then I'll go 3, 2, 1, go, and we'll see what is what at the end of the strip.
All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna reposition the camera just a little.
Yeah, you may want to aim that camera a little bit farther back, as in you're going to be shooting me way ahead of you.
Listen, I've got a actual James Bond car. Well, he didn't drive a Vantage. He was too bougie for that. Look, actually, we should explain that the better comparison in this would probably be the DB9 Aston Martin, which you can also get now for under $35,000 or $40,000. But I like the Vantage a little bit more. It's a little bit tighter, a little bit more sports car-like. So that's why I went with this one.
Yeah, I mean, you should have bought a DB9. I bought the right car here. You know what's great about both of these cars? In a world of digital everything, these are so analog that they're just a pleasure to sit in and operate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, you have a big screen. I have a tiny screen that I just fold away and never look at, but it's got real buttons and real switches and knobs and controls, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, I love all that. All right, should we go?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Okay, there's 30 in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there's the power.
Oh, he got the jump on me. But here comes the Bentley.
Oh, good shifting. Oh, but that wave of torque.
It's closer than it looks, but every time he shifts, I pull ahead.
Come on, Aston.
And away I go.
Oh, he got me again.
Oh.
Ah, shoot.
These brakes are a little old. You had me at the start, Tommy, but then it all kind of just unfortunately went away. This is the era when automatics were quicker than manuals.
Yeah, for the first time, right around 2007, 2008, 2009, that's when we started to see that transition. But I think really what's helping you a ton is having those turbochargers, because like once those things light up, it's kind of game over for me.
Yeah, agreed. So even though I have a huge weight penalty, I also have a much bigger engine advantage. And there's something to be said for having a massive engine. I mean, look, I wouldn't want to take this thing around a racetrack, at least one with curves, but in a straight line, it's pretty great.
Yeah, 6 liters versus 4.3, it's hard to argue that. But Dad, let's do this. I understand Andre wanted to challenge me in something modern, so I'm expecting to see maybe a new sports car, like a Supra or a Z4 or something. I'm curious what he brought. I heard it's a Toyota.
Yeah, he said he's going to put this into perspective. So maybe it's a GR Corolla, something like that, to take on that Aston. Let's see what he brought. So next drag race, Andre with his new modern, I'm guessing fast sports car?
Yeah, let's see what he has in store for me.
Look at Andre's sport car.
All right, all I see is a little yellow blob. Oh no, Andre!
What'd you bring me?
I have brought a technological masterpiece. A brand new 2026 Toyota Prius Prime Hybrid.
Andre, I hope you do understand if I lose
This race, I can never ever show my face on the internet ever again. But why did you bring a giant yellow Prius?
Well, it's also kind of in that upper $30,000 range. This one particular is about $41,000. So it kind of matches you sort of on price, but also it has, well, electricity to help with performance, 220 horsepower.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I'm a little grumpy right now is that's the first Prius that's not slower than a drugged out snail. So like the new Prius is actually a pretty quick car, and I think it runs like a mid 15 in the quarter according to some of the magazines. So that's kind of alarming for me where I'm sitting right now with natural aspiration and no assistance.
I've enabled sport mode. Let's do this.
Oh, good launch in the Aston.
Go, Prius.
Oh, I think I'm gonna beat him.
Oh, come on. No.
In the second. Oh, yeah. Okay, whew. I can show my face on the internet.
I would say it's leisurely.
Thank God.
I didn't feel a lot of excitement.
Well, it may be the quickest Prius ever, but luckily it's not quicker than the Aston. You know, genuinely, I was a little worried about that because with that hybrid system, it's not a slow car. What'd you do in the quarter?
I don't have any good news for you whatsoever. I do have electricity. I do have about, 23 miles of electricity left, but I did 18.25 quarter mile and an embarrassing 11.7 second 0 to 60. Do I need to brake torque this?
No, I just think maybe I was wrong about the Prius performance. See, when you drive those cars in a bubble, they feel pretty quick, but maybe in the real world, they're not as quick as I thought. So, good news, everybody. If you're looking at buying a used depreciated supercar, it's faster than a Prius. All right, Andre, good job. Thanks for showing up and getting beat by that. Maybe I just needed to boost my ego a little bit after all my losses.
Well, there you have it. I mean, I did get almost 53 mpg coming to the racetrack.
That is amazing, and it looks pretty good to boot. It's genuinely a very good looking car, so I do like that car a lot. It's just maybe not as quick as I remembered.
Tommy, I have a top TFL recommendation for all of you guys who are looking at getting yourself a $35,000 boring commuter car. Get yourself a 20-year-old supercar.
Has your check engine light come back?
Well, we don't want to talk about that. That's a whole other video that you can watch over at alltfl.com.
That's right. So we determined that in the quarter, the Bentley's faster than the Aston, but at least the Aston's faster than a Prius. And I think it'd be really fun to get these two out in a canyon or even a track and see if things are different. But we've got some breaking news. Andre
Breaking news.
did some practicing and he got that Prius even quicker off camera.
Listen to this. Quarter mile in 17 and a half seconds.
Yep.
And a 0 to 60 in 10.3.
She's practically a race car, Ricky Bobby.
So I think I got the better car of the two here, Tom. You know why?
Why?
Because it's not only quicker, but per pound, I got a lot more pounds.
That's true, yeah, and you'll look better at
$1
the
per pound.
you'll look better at the old person's home in that car too. So it's a double whammy.
It does look a little old man, doesn't it?
The color on that Bentley.
It's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous color. Look at that. That is the beach.
All right. Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Big thank you to watching this video, and we'll see you next time.
And go over to alltfl.com for more news, views,
And real world reviews.
Ciao.